Hello guys, welcome to MTG Explained. Today we're going to be going over a White Weenie deck that I think is pretty well positioned in this new standard format. Again, just like as you may know, White Weenie decks typically run a lot of small mana cost creatures that they try to flood the field with as many creatures as possible and try to overrun your opponent. So let's take a quick look at this deck and see what it all has inside of it. So the one of the first cards we have not sure if I say it right, Alseid of Life's Bounty. You have 4 of these, one mana cost, lifelink. This is just a really good card. You're playing any type of white deck, mono white deck. These cards are, this guy is pretty essential in a lot of types of decks that are being played. He can give other creatures protection from colors by sacrificing himself, and it also has a lifelink ability. So he's just another cheap mana cost creature, 1 mana with lifelink. We also have Fairy Guide Mother. This creature is, again, a 1 mana, 1/1 creature that has flying. It also has the secondary adventure effect where you can give 2 plus attack, 1 plus toughness, and gain flying turn to target creature. This is useful sometimes just to give a few extra points of damage over the top. So it has some utility. It's not just a 1/1 flying creature. It has some additional ability to it that may be useful in certain matchups. So definitely have 4 of these. Again, another cheap creature. This is probably one of the better creatures in the deck. Is has the Marshal, and it's we have 4 of them. Again, it's a 1 mana, 1/1 creature. Except for the ability, he has an additional ability to whenever you attack with at least two other creatures attack with it. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. So the fact that we're running tons of 1-drop creatures, if you have them in your hand, you're more than likely to be able to trigger that off on turn 3. So you go turn 1, 1-drop, turn 2, you drop him and another 1-drop, and turn 3 you swing with 2 or more creatures. You swing with him with 2 other attack creatures with him, which will trigger his ability, gaining a 1/1 life-breathing creature, and that's just again essentially creating a board presence of more creatures, because the whole idea of this deck is just for we can just warm them with 1-drops or other creatures, and we can overrun them with a bunch of 1/1s and try to win the game that way. So we have Haza Marshal, one of my favorite cards in this deck. We have Healer's Hawk, again another staple for white decks. It's just a 1/1 flying lifelink, so it has the evasion features and it has lifelink. Again, just another 1-drop that we can throw on the field quickly. We have Loyal Pegasus, again another 1-drop. He does need more creatures, but again, since we're running tons of creatures at the 1 mana slot, you rarely ever run into an issue where you're not going to be able to attack with him, and he does hit for 2. So he's a little bit more of a beater than some of the other creatures we have here. We have 4 Selfish Savior. This is a really good new card that came with this set, that came with M21, that has helped this deck kind of evolve a little bit more, I think, just because he can sacrifice himself and gain another creature gains indestructibility, which helps you with helps you if they're trying to sweep the field, helps you at least keep 1 creature on the battlefield. I like it because you don't have to spend mana to sacrifice to give indestructibility, as you do with the Alseid of Life's Bounty. You have to pay 1 mana. So the fact that we are running a really small curve, a lot of times you don't have that extra mana to give a creature protection from a certain color. Here we don't need it. We can just sacrifice him and he'll give destructibility. It's not the same thing as protection, but they both have their merits. And then we have 4 Vulnerable Knights. It's just another 2/1 1-drop creature that we can just throw on the field so we can get the beats down pretty quickly. Alright, and those are all the 1-drop creatures we're running. As far on the 2 mana slot spell, we're only running 4 cards. We're running 4 Angelic Ascensions. And this card basically exiles target creature. Planeswalker is controlled, creates a 4/4 angel creature token with flying. This basic gives us a little bit more punch to our creatures, so you may be able to exile one of your 1-drops and create a 4/4 flying creature that has evasion, which allows it to get in some serious damage. So I like this card. Gives you a little bit more reach in this deck than you would have if you didn't have it. It kind of gives you that extra firepower that you need. We also have Felix Tactics, and this card here is good when you're playing a bunch of cards, a bunch of like 1-drops and a bunch of cheap spells, because we're just gonna basic pump our field and we're gonna swing in for a lot. So definitely a good card to have when you're running a bunch of 1-drops. And it's only it's only a 2 of in this deck, but it does give you that little bit edge you need sometimes. All right, and to the 3 mana slot, this is has the most expensive mana cost we got going here. Is a 3 mana. Again, White Weenie decks typically run really low mana cost spells. We got Heliod Sun Crown. We have 2 of him. He's a really good card. We have a lot of lifelink in this deck. We have, he's lifelink. He creates lifelink creatures, and Healer's Hawk's lifelink, and he can give lifelink. So it gives you something you can spend your mana on later on in the game, and it makes your creatures bigger. So these 1/1s start becoming bigger because he'd be able to put those counters on those creatures. He's also a 5/5 creature if you're able to get him active, which a lot of times you can because you are playing tons of 1-drops. You'll have 3 or 4 of these guys on the field, and you'll be able to activate Heliod, which can hit for 5. And you can also throw him over the top, sometimes with Fairy Guidemother. So it's a good card to have in the deck, gives you a little bit more utility. But probably one of my favorite cards in the deck is Basri Ket. This Planeswalker is a beast. We're running 3 of him, and he has his main ability that we're using is his -2, which basically whenever 1 or more non-token creatures attack this turn, create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. So since we're flooding the field with these guys, we go turn 1, 1-drop, turn 2, 2 1-drops, and then turn 3 we play Basri Ket, and we're swinging for 6 creatures on turn 3. So just a really good card. He lets you store in the field. He also has the plus ability where you can just put a counter on a creature, make your cards bigger, and make him indestructibility until the turn. So this card is key in this deck. He is very, very good. He works very well with all these cards. So we only won 21 lands, 19 planes, and 2 Castle Arden. And that's just because I don't want to risk too much of entering tapped, but it's good to have that utility later on in the game. So let's go ahead and see if we can jump into a couple games and see if we can test this deck out and see how well it does. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Okay, we got 2 lands, good, a bunch of 1-drops, and Basri Ket. So maybe we'll be able to play Basri Ket on turn 3, and hopefully we'll draw the extra land source that we need. So we can go, a couple 1-drop. We got the 3 1-drops. We got has a Marshal too. So yeah, I think I like this hand. So let's play there. Life's Bounty. Let's see what we got. Let's see what they got. Okay, land. Oh, okay. So we got a 3rd land. That's good. Play Life's Bounty and then has a Marshal. This will give us. He'll be able to attack for. We'll be able to attack for all 3. Create a token. It has a Marshal, and we'll probably be able to play Basri Ket this coming turn as long as he doesn't do anything. Okay, so he's probably playing a elemental deck. So let's just get Basri Ket on the field here. And I think I'm just going to bring him down to -2, and we'll swing in for multiple creatures here. So that'll create 3 with Basri Ket, and then 1 with has a Marshal. Perfect. Okay, so see, this deck is so quick. We're coming at him very quick. Okay, blocks 1, down to 14, gain some life, 23. What are you going to do? Okay, Risen Reef. Not afraid of that, actually. We have a very dominating board presence right now. Thanks to Basri Ket. So let's just drop a land. What can we do here? Let's gonna have to probably cast this here so we can send one of our guys over top so we can do a little more damage. I'll put on as a Marshal just for he won't be blocked by the Risen Reef. Let's put a counter on one of the yeah, let's do a Life Bounty just because why not? They have lifelink, so let's do that. And then we'll swing in here. I'll create another token. We'll see what they got. Down to 4. Yeah, let's just unload our hand. I mean, I don't see anything that they can do here. I mean, it's gonna be a GG, I think. Euro, gain 3 life. I don't think that's going to be enough. We have way too many creatures here. Way too many creatures. And I can also bring down Basri Ket again and just create an army of creatures. Yep. Okay, so they scooped. That was a quick game. Again, it could get you can get overwhelming really, really quickly. You start creating so many tokens, so many creatures, especially with Hazard Marshal and Basri Ket. It just gets out of hand, and if they play pretty slowly, kind of like they did, it's really hard for them to come back from that board state. So we had such a dominating board state. So was a good first game. Or let's go ahead and play our next game. All right, let's see what we're getting. Looks good. A bunch of 1-drops, 2 lands. Has a Marshall. This is pretty decent hand here. Heliod, Sun, Crowned. Not bad. We got the bunch of lifelink creatures in our hands, and the one that creates one. So I think we're doing pretty decent if we're drawing that land too. So I guess he's having to think if he wants to keep his hand or not. But we're pretty decent here. Typically with this type of hand, you're gonna want to drop Healer's Hawk first, just because it has the evasion, and the Hazard Marshal is only good to swing typically on the turn 3 when you have the creatures to trigger its effect. So let's go Healer's Hawk first. Let's see what he got. Red deck, okay. All right. No blocks. Okay, Great Godmother. Let's play a Life's Bounty and a Hazard Marshal, and we'll go for one. Game of life. 19. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so I mean the fact that I have a lot of link creatures with this hand, and the fact that he creates more lifelink creatures is actually really good against a red deck. So I think I had a pretty decent hand here. So let's not block. Get the one. Was he gonna play a Stormkin, or because he didn't play the haste guy? Oh, okay. He stomped him. Okay, well that stopped me from getting the trigger off with Marshall. So let's play Heliod. So we can get the trigger off and put a counter on Healer's Hawk. There you go. I'm just arguing to put on the Marshall, but I think Healer's Hawk is just better just because of lifelink. So we'll see what they got. Stormkin, okay, there he is. Stormkin. He didn't swing, so is he planning on blocking? He wants to stop my Marshall from coming out. So let's... Do I want to send the Marshall over the top? I want to play more creatures down, so we can get those triggers. I think I probably want to play some... Let's play Lives. No. Let's play him down because I can just sacrifice him. It doesn't cost any mana to protect my creatures, if anything. To give him indestructibility. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna play the other one anyways. And it doesn't really matter. This way Heliod becomes active, and then also we'll be able to create a lifelink creature right away. And next turn maybe we can send Heliod over the top. So let's go ahead and swing with 3 creatures, which will trigger the Marshall and give us an additional token lifelink creature. So let's see what he does. I mean, he kept his guys back, so let's see if he wants to block. Has a Marshall. He didn't even want to block my Marshall. Probably was afraid I might sacrifice to give him indestructibility, but the issue with that is that would knock Heliod off of Devotion, so I probably would have done that anyways. So yeah, our Hero Hawk's at 3. It's a 3/3 lifelink creature in that flies. So they're gonna have to try to deal with that because that's a big issue. And they're at 9 life. We're actually becoming the aggro deck. We're out aggroing red right now. So let's see what they got. And the fact that we're able to gain life along with it, with our aggro, it just makes it that much better. It gives it that much more of an edge over the red deck. Next turn, we're just going to send over Fairy Godmother. We're going to send Heliod over. That should be game next turn. So let's just see what we got. I mean, they could play that robber guy with reach, the 2/2 haster. They could play him. Okay, he's a good game. Yeah, let's go game him. Good game. Again, another quick victory with White Weenie. I actually like this deck. We're able to overrun even red deck. And the lifelink with Heliod, increasing my Healer's Hawk, just made it where they could not come back from. So I do really enjoy this deck. Let's go to the next game and see what we might encounter this time. All right, another 2-lander. I'll keep this. We have 2 Basri Kets, but I mean, I think we'll get the 3rd land. So let's play here on Vulnerable Knight. Again, he hits for 2, so I want to kind of play him out there first. That's the main reason why we have him here, because he hits for a little bit harder. So let's see what they got. Ooh, Angelic Ascension. Let's get him for 2. Do I want an Ascension this turn? Create 4/4 creature, or do I want to play multiple 1/1 drops? I think I want to play the 1 drops just because that pays 4 power on the field anyway, just like the Angel would. So I'd rather do that, and then Angelic Ascension later on has like more of a surprise factor when I need to get over his creatures. Because you're probably gonna start playing some creatures that may need have some flying evasion to get over. Plays Lucky Clover, so he's probably playing the Adventure deck. That honestly, the Adventure deck, it's surprisingly really good. Yeah, we're just gonna get in. No, I honestly think the Adventure deck is one of the better decks in this format right now. And I'm a little bit worried about Brazen Borrow bouncing my Angel token when I create it. So that is something I'm worried about. Adventurous Impulse. Okay, so he's looking for something. Let's see what he gets. Solomon. I don't think that's typical for the Adventure deck. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and Angelic Ascension at the end of his turn here, and we'll create a 4/4 Angel, exile. Let's get rid of let's get rid of the Vulnerable Knight, but he hits for 2, so let's get rid of the dog here. And Strike Ability is not really going to protect the Angel from Brazen Borrow, because it's just going to bounce him. So yeah, let's do that. Let's pump Life Bounty. Let's get him for 9. Nothing, no, what, 5? May have been a mistake. Maybe I should have kept some mana open. Maybe I should have played 1 drop and kept some mana open, so I could protect my Angel in case he has Brazen Borrower. Probably would have been the best bet. So let's hope he doesn't have Brazen Borrower. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. He's going to be able to bounce my entire field and send me back. But he plays Solomon. Okay. Get land. So yeah, let's swing in with the Angel. We'll knock him down 3, so we'll be threatening lethal next turn. And this time I am going to leave that mana open for Life's Bounty, just in case he has Brazen Bar or something like that. I can give my Angel protection from blue. So let's just play 1 creature. Keep that mana open so we can protect it. Because essentially all we need is the Angel right now, and we'll swing him for game if he's not able to deal with it. Let's see what he got. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen Solomon play that much in the Adventure deck, but I guess a lot of people are trying new things, trying different things. But yeah, no, I do think if you're looking for a solid deck, I think the Adventure deck is pretty solid. Escape the Wilds. That's not gonna do much. I mean, unless he has like a unsummoned main deck, but normally they have those only on the sideboard. Yeah, he plays red man anyways, and I don't think he will have a shock or anything like that. So I don't think, yeah, that's game. Even if he had shock or something like that, that wouldn't be enough. So just off the Angel. So Angelic Ascension helped us get that over the push there with the additional 4/4 creature, letting us do additional damage. So again, it helped us give us that little bit edge we needed, that little bit more damage we needed to win the game. So I do like Angelic Ascension there. It helped us win that game and pick up the win. Okay, and let's play one last game and see how it goes. Okay, guys? Alright, again, 2 lands. I like this hand. Bunch of 1-drops, Basri Ket. Perfect. We'll draw that additional land. We can get Basri Ket on turn 3, so if we draw an additional land. So let's play Vulnerable Knight. Again, Probably the one you want to draw first. Let's play another one, and then we'll play Life's Bounty, and we'll swing it for 2. And with that, we have the ability to throw it over the top with Fairy Godmother, but we're also planning on playing Basri Ket if we draw land. So let's hope we draw land. And we draw the land. Alright, so if I play, I mean, there's an argument to play Sun's Champion, you know, but not really, no, not much of an argument. So I'm going to play Guides, Fairy Godmother first, actually. And we're going to pump it and get over the top because I want to get that additional damage here. They're not going to be able to block. I mean, he could block the Valuable Knights, but they will die. And I actually kind of looking for a bigger trigger with Basri Ket. So now that I have 4 creatures on the battlefield, he's down to 11. When I do play Basri Ket, it's going to be for a ridiculous amount of creatures. This is just going to be ridiculous. He's playing very passively. Obviously, he knows he's coming under pressure. So what I do here, I think I'm just gonna have to play Basri Ket, and we'll -2 him, and we'll bring a lot of creatures here. We'll create a lot of creatures. This deck just goes wide so quickly, Cards like Scavengers and just seem kind of slow against this right now. So yeah, he's at 4 life. I mean, kills 2 of my creatures. That's fine. 1 Valuable Knight, 2 puts a counter on my other Valuable Knight. So that's not an interaction you see very often in this deck, but it's nice to see it when it does happen. All right, so he's gonna kill my Valuable Knight. I mean, he's only at 4 life. At Basri Ket, I can put a counter on Fairy Godmother or one of my other creatures later. Okay, so he takes it out, but now he's just dead in the war because he only has 1 blocker. I have 4 or 5 attackers, and he has 4 life. Yeah, so he scoops. Okay, another quick game with Mono White Weenie. I actually really like this deck. It's really fun. It's very aggressive. It goes very wide very quickly. It has some utilities with Angelic Ascensions, Heliod Sun Crowned. So it does give you some, and Flanks Tactics, right? So it does give you some utility in the deck. It's very aggressive. I like it a lot. It performed pretty well. The games are over really quickly, so if you're looking just to, to level up quickly and you just want to get some games in that aren't going to be too long, this is probably a deck you want to play just because the games don't last that long. So I actually like this deck. It's pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys play this deck out yourself. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to the deck list in the description, and please check out some of our other videos. We do appreciate you guys watching our channel here. Please like and subscribe to us. And again, we enjoy you watching and hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right, thanks again.